So, what are some personal challenges and strengths of mine that will affect our work together during the Transcend Healing Coaching Workshop? Well, number one, sometimes I tend to get distracted when I'm on camera. So I feel like, and others might not notice this, but I feel like my words kind of lose their power because I get distracted, kind of seeing the little me on the screen, and then also you're there, I see your face there, and then I, have the little dot that I'm supposed to be looking at. So that can kind of be a bit much for me sometimes, depending on what I'm saying and what we're talking about. So that can happen. It just can. Number two, along the lines of that, I may not look like directly at you there because um, I want to look at you while we're talking. So if your face is obviously on my screen somewhere, but I know that the camera is here, and in order to appear to be looking into your eyes, I have to look at this ridiculous black dot. And sometimes just no, like sometimes I don't want to do that. Sometimes I want to and need to obviously see what you're looking like and how you're receiving what we're talking about or how you're feeling as you're talking about something. So I may not appear to be looking at you, but you may be used to that by now, in your respective video calls. Number three, honestly, I am a freaking master at dot connecting. So and that applies in business, in personal life, in situations. Just I am masterful at being able to look at the various pieces of something, which may not even seem to be pieces of anything to anyone else, and kind of foraging and just noticing connections and putting things together and making them make sense where maybe they may not. So, with that said, I say that so that you can not worry when we're working together. You don't have to worry about trying to analyze a situation or, connect any of the dots. That's what I'm here for. Okay, I'm here to be able to take an objective view and help you put the pieces together. So you get to just focus on you. You get to learn how to feel better. And whether feeling better means literally feeling better or whether it means getting in touch with your feelings better. Do you understand the difference? So don't worry about the analyzing, the dot connecting. I will do enough of that for both of us. Promise? Cool. Number four, I love to sit on the floor. I have always loved to sit on the floor. Maybe not always, but for as long as I can remember. And two, it helps me to feel more comfortable sometimes because I have a lot of hip tightness, which is a manifestation of the childhood experiences from my own past. So sometimes during our sessions, occasionally, you may find that I seem to be in a strange spot. I'm just in front of kind of a blank wall, and the computer is in a kind of at a wonky angle. It's just me on the floor. Don't get creeped out. Number five, I find that I have to a lot of times go in order and go step by step in order to just be more efficient in the managing of a session, of a conversation, and in understanding what it is that you are telling me or you're providing to me. So, non chronological stories can get me kind of like, just a bit. Not very efficient sometimes. So if you find me asking you questions, kind of, I'm not listening. Basically, if I am asking you a question about something you said 30 seconds ago or 2 minutes ago, I'm just trying to kind of maybe do a timeline in my mind, or I'm trying to connect those dots again or something like that so that I'm able to keep your story straight and keep, what we're doing straight so that I can more efficiently help you. That's it. And then finally, number six, I take notes. I take lots of freaking notes, dude. I take so many notes in so many different situations. So that will also apply to our sessions together. But rest assured, no one is seeing these notes except me, the individual. Even when I work with a team and I have, assistants and people helping me, they're not privy to your notes. They're not reading your notes. These notes are for my eyes only. And I'm taking the notes so that number one, they help us to gauge our progress together, or more aptly put, your progress and the progress you're making on your healing journey. So, with that, they help us to kind of understand how to adjust if we need to, and where to adjust if we need to get you to where you want to be more quickly and more efficiently, and hopefully headache free. So if you hear me clacking away, I mean, I've got a quiet keyboard, but in my view, this thing is not super quiet. So if you hear me clacking, that's all I'm doing. I'm just taking some notes. It's fine. Don't get creeped out by that either. And that's it. That is a couple of my quirks that will affect the way we work together.